everyone, welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Sara Farrell, an art teacher from Pennsylvania. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi boys and girls, my name's Sara Farrell and I'm the art teacher at Jarretttown Elementary School, which is right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The project that I'm going to be showing you how to make today is this. Okay, these are some shapes that I sculpted using coils and spirals out of some air dry clay. Now we're going to be making this project in two phases, and for the first half of the project we're going to be sculpting out our shape something like this. Now the cool thing about this project is it's fun for kids of all ages and all abilities. So if you're a little bit older, you're going to be able to probably put this together all by yourself. But if you're a little bit younger or you're still learning, like my daughter, come over here. Okay, this is my daughter named Ivy, and how old are you?
5 years old.
She's 5 years old. Now Ivy and I were able to work together as a team to make a project like this. So I helped her, which we'll talk about later, rolling out the little coils, and then what did you do with them?
I rolled them up into a little ball so it had a little roll.
Yeah, here, let me show them close. So Ivy was able to take the pieces that I helped her and turn them into some spirals. Here's some other ones that she made that we'll put together in some pieces like this. Yeah, go get the other ones. We'll show them the other ones that you made. So if you're just learning how to work with clay, you can ask a grown-up or like an older brother or sister or your babysitter to help you roll out the pieces like this, and then you can still make a sculpture. Okay, that's actually what we do in my art room, is we make this with our kindergartners, and we ask some volunteers, some grown-up volunteers, to come in and help us. Oh wow, look at all the ones that she made. Okay, so all these spirals. All right.
This one, I made so many.
You did make so many. All right, good job. All right, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, thank you. So what are you going to use to what are you going to use to sculpt these shapes? Now in my art room, we have a kiln, which is a special oven that's made for baking and cooking the clay at really high temperatures to make it strong and hard. But if you're like me, you probably don't have a kiln at your house, and you certainly can't use your regular oven to bake clay. So what you're going to want to do is pick up something called air dry clay. All right, it's essentially the same type of thing that you would use in the art room, except it dries in the air. So I got this nice big box of air dry clay at our local art store. It was $12 regular price for 10 pounds, which is a lot of clay. But I had a coupon, so I actually got this for much less. They had a whole section of clays though, so you don't have to get a box this big. You could get something a lot smaller for maybe $5, maybe less. The one thing that you want to look for though is that it says air dry clay. Sometimes they have modeling clays that aren't going to get hard and dry, and we really want them to eventually get to be hard like this one so that we can paint it. Right? So for our sculpting phase, besides the clay, you're also going to need something to cover the table, because clay can get really messy. I have a little toothpick here that I'll eventually use to poke the hole in the top of your clay piece. And then lastly, for sculpting, you're going to need just a pencil or a crayon and a piece of computer paper to draw out the shape. You can see how I drew a heart on that one. Okay. Once the clay has had a chance to dry, then for the second phase, we painted it, and that's how I got this one to be nice and colorful. So for my projects, I used some acrylic paint. I got this at the art store too, some acrylic paints. Here's another, this is another set of acrylic paint. I actually got this at the dollar store, so $1 for this. Or you could even use watercolor paint. Watercolor paint would work to add some color to your sculpture once it's dry. And then of course you're going to need some brushes and some water and a paper towel, those materials for painting. And then the final thing that you're going to need for your piece is something to put in it as the hanger. So for these two here, I used some ribbon. You could use wire, a pipe cleaner, a piece of yarn, anything like that. All right, so now that I have all my materials gathered, let's talk about how you're actually going to make this.
So you're going to need to start by deciding what shape you want to make your sculpture. For this demonstration, I'm going to make mine a heart, but you could do really any shape that you wanted. And what we're going to do to begin is I'm going to sketch out my shape on a piece of paper to create a template for my clay piece. So I'm going to sketch out my heart on this paper in pencil. You can see about how big I've made it. It's not too small, so I'm going to be able to fit a lot of coils inside. And then just so that you can see it better on camera, I'm going to trace it with this blue crayon. So at this point, I'm going to break off a chunk of my air dry clay and make it into kind of a hot dog shape that I'm going to be able to roll out with my hands. So I'm going to roll it, and if it gets too long, it might be easier to break it in half and kind of spread it out with your fingers as you're rolling so it gets thinner and thinner. And we're looking to make it about the thickness of a pencil. So you can see my pencil here. So basically, I'm just going to roll out a whole bunch of these coils. And this is the point too where I was saying before that you could have a grown-up help you roll out your coils. Once I have a little stash of coils going here, I'm going to take them and start tracing the outline of the shape that I drew earlier on my paper. Okay, it's okay to take different pieces and kind of mush them and attach them as you go, or break off little pieces of clay that are too big until you get the whole outline finished. Once I have the outline done, then I'm ready to start making some spirals with the other coils that I've made. And it's okay to make them different sizes. You could do bigger ones or smaller ones and start putting them inside the outline of your shape, kind of like a puzzle. So I'm just going to repeat this step a whole bunch of times, rolling out a whole bunch of coils and then rolling them up into spirals until the inside of my shape is pretty much filled with all of the different pieces. So once you get to the end here, you're going to have to make some pretty tiny spirals to fill in these last little negative spaces that are left. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then after I'm done that, we're going to take these extra pieces of clay and start filling in the even smaller spaces that are still left. It's okay if you don't get every single one, but try and get some of the bigger ones like this, because the last thing that I'm going to do with the clay is take some little pieces and start to create one final layer. And I'm going to kind of smooth it out with my fingers as I go. And I'm only pressing down slightly when I cover it up. I don't want to smush out the coils. I just want to kind of create this last layer on the picture that's going to seal it all together. Then I'll carefully lift it off the paper. And there, when you flip it over, you can see all of our coils and our pieces here on the other side. So the final thing that I'm going to do is add a hole with the toothpick. In this case, I'm going to actually add 2. And I want to make sure that the holes go all the way through to the back of the clay, because this is actually going to shrink a little bit as it dries. So I'm going to put this in a safe spot for at least 24 hours until it's completely dry, and then I'm ready to start adding the color. So I have here my acrylic paints, my brushes, my water, and my paper towel, and I'm ready to start adding the color. So I'm actually going to speed this video up a little bit just so that it doesn't take up too much time for you to watch. But basically, when you're painting on the clay, it's going to be very, very similar to using the paints when you would paint on a piece of paper. And it's up to you to go as like colorful and crazy with patterns or designs, or, you know, whatever you decide. Also, when this is all finished, if I wanted to, I could add a layer of gloss. It comes in sprays or something that you can just paint on. It even comes with glitter in it, and that's going to give your piece like a final shine at the end.
So once the paint is dry on your little sculpture, you're able to add the hanger. Remember, we put that hole up in the top. So all I did was take a ribbon and slip it through and then tie a knot, and then my sculpture is ready to hang up on my wall. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed learning the steps to create your own little spiral sculpture. Until next time, this is Sara Farrell and saying goodbye and happy art making. Bye.